pretty much made the game. And then, well, you saw the rest. I mean, we move out here, we're gonna have a little confrontation, but there's too many units. There's no way you're gonna be able to recover from that loss of your army up there. So I distract you. I hit on the front, and then I attack your mineral lines. Okay, I pull up to the front, pull back, and attack your mineral lines. So while we're over here at this other mineral line, I brought these guys out and attacked your army that was sitting here while you weren't watching, so I get a good surround with my zealots, take you out with my stalkers, so you weren't microed. So you gotta harass and you gotta build probes. So we saw a lot of time there when you weren't building probes, and that's really going to affect you. I mean, that's number one, like we talked about, is probes. You got to be building probes. If you have 2 nexuses, you're building 2 probes at all times. When you get to like 60 or 70, sure, you can stop. No big deal. That'll leave you room for 140 army or 170 army. Or 130 army. But that's the key thing. Probes. Always probes. Always use your gates. You ended up with not much money. That's because you didn't have any income and you spent it on your colossus and stuff like that. But for a while there, you were running 2,000 minerals, and that's just not gonna work. You got to spend it. If it's coming in, you got to be able to spend it. So what we learned here: 3 gates, not enough for 1 base. If you're gonna go gateway units, get at least 4, I would say. If you're going to switch to tech, 3 is okay, but you got to constantly build from these 3 and build from your tech buildings. So, you know, build Sentry or Robotics Bay. Oh, cool. So, you know, build Immortals or Colossus or what have you, but always building. So you had 4 construction buildings. So you want to build 4 units at all times while building a probe at all times, or if you have 2 nexuses, 2 probes at all times. So, I mean, that's the thing. If you ever get oversaturated and you see your probes zinging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that means you're oversaturating. That means it's time to expand. It might be a little too late time to expand. You might want to expand a little earlier than that because you're constantly building probes. You got to give your nexus time to build so you can transfer. So, things we learned: probes, 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 and always building units. Always building units. You shouldn't have that much money. Ever. I mean, you don't want a lot of cash. Like I ended up with a bunch because we pretty much knew we were done. I don't think I was building anything either. So keep those things in mind. Work on your macro, and do little harasses. I mean, just one Phoenix or 1 Void Ray can come over and do some harass. I built a couple cannons just in case back here. But, you know, harass, poke around, see what's up. You might have been able to hit my mineral line, but you could have came over here, taken out some of this stuff. This one was completely unguarded. You could have picked on that. And when they come with units, just pull back, save your little harassing units, move around, come over here, pick off some pylons, put me a supply lock, you know, pick off the random stuff, and just keep moving. You don't really have to do too much. And then pull those guys out and get them to a safe spot and attack on the front. You know, move the attention of the enemy around so you can manipulate it so they're just chasing their tails trying to keep up with you. If you can do that, you can win a lot of matches. All right, this was fun. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.